They're thin, they're round, they're relatively flat, unlike the Earth, and they're affordable. Pancakes. And I'm gonna show you a whole bunch of ways to make them that you never thought possible.
Life can be a struggle, but a good meal doesn't have to be. We can make creative, nutritious, and inventive dishes for under $2 a plate.
All right, class is in session. Pancakes 101. I'm gonna show you how to make the mix. I'm gonna show you proper technique. And I'm gonna add things into the pancakes by turning the pancake into vehicles, like UFOs of flavor. So strap in and get your notebooks ready. If you were to make pancakes, flapjacks, discs of affection, the best way to do it is to make your own mix. Because when you buy a pre-made mix, you're literally paying the man to do this work for you. Let's save the do-re-mi and do it now. Here is the struggle pancake mix. You start with flour. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1/2. The main thing with pancakes is that you want them to lift so that air gets in there, and that happens with baking powder. We need 4 teaspoons of baking powder. Look, you can come right up on this little lip here. That is something I like to call precision. Some salt. Even if you decide to go sweet with your pancakes, salt is good because salt makes sweet sweeter. 2 packets of sugar. Oh. The struggle whisk 7500. All right, just bring it in. This is our mix. It is not wet, therefore it is not a batter. We've got the struggle funnel. Oh, this is working well. So now we have pancake mix that is ready to become a batter, and it will sit on the shelf and last a very, very long time. But how long is a long time? It's hard to say, but it's even harder to say if you don't label it. Here's our pancake mix. Now it's time to make some pancakes. Before we make any crazy pancakes, we've got to do the basics. So this is the most basic pancake recipe. You don't learn algebra before you learn how to add, do ya? Here we have some milk, an egg, and melted butter. Homogenize. We've got our wet ingredients. Here come the dry ingredients. 1.5 cups of pancake mix. When pancake mix meets wet ingredients, it becomes pancake batter. The struggle whisk 7500 is so user-friendly. You know, some lumps in your pancake batter are okay. It is important that you let your batter relax for about 5 minutes, which turns out to be just about the amount of time your pan needs to heat up. In the meantime, it's time to heat up some bacon. I don't know why the Frenchman is here, but he's here. Bacon is arguably the greatest flavor ever created. It's time to make the flapjacks. Boom, boom, boom. This is a very good sign. Bada boom. Depending on how thick your batter is, bubbles may form at the surface in either large numbers or small crowds. As you can see around the edge here, it is becoming pimply, let's say. And now is a great time to just take a peek underneath and you flip over. Whoop, and don't push it down. We have baking powder in there. Baking powder is creating a chemical reaction that I'll never understand because I don't have the capacity to understand it, but I do know that air is expanding in there and that gives fluffiness. And if you push it down, you're ruining the chemical reaction. Obviously, you could put any fruit you want inside of a basic pancake batter. Some people, they don't want to have fruit. I get around the fussy eaters by blistering the blueberries in the pan. So I get all the flavor of a cooked blueberry, and for those that don't want any, they don't have to have it. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Bacon. 3 is company. Should I put some butter on it? I think we should. All right, listen, here's how this works. When no one's looking, you slide a little bit underneath there, okay? And of course, right on top. We're only missing one thing, sciroppo. And by the way, I do like to get syrup all over my bacon. This is $1.99. This is the basis of all pancake making. Forgive me, Lord, for I have sinned. The basic pancake satisfies all the cravings that I am looking for, but because I want to give you even more ideas and even more ways to use the food that's in your cabinet, I'm gonna show you how to make even more pancakes. So let's do this. It is now time to make something a little more exotic. Pancakes that can be sweet or savory. They can be consumed throughout the day. How do we make this exotic pancake, Frank? We add sweet potato. It fills out. It gives you a wonderful vegetable. So I had some sweet potatoes lying around, and frankly, I'm sick of baked potatoes. So I peeled these sweet potatoes, I boiled them, and now I'm mashing them, and they are going to become part of my sweet potato pancake. We get an egg, some milk, some butter, mix, mix, mix. You know, we've got a single color here. What I'd like is some pops of other color. So, chives, or chives. I guess it really depends where you put the emphasis on the word. Boom, 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 boom. So the chives not only add a beautiful color pop polka dot thing, they also give you that allium onion spice, which is nice when you've got a sweet vegetable whose name has sweet in it, so you know it's true. Sweet potato. Balance of flavors. The thing is, this is sweet. I'm trying to cut into the sweet, and that's why I'm going for cumin and I'm going for nutmeg. Okay, here comes some salt and pepper. Boom, 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 our pre-made mix, here it is. And we are going to put 1.5 cups of our pre-made mix into our mixture. Oof, it's amazing how the orange just still pulls out. That's looking pretty good. Our pancake mix has been mixed with wonderful, highly moisturized things, and we have created an exotic batter. This is a game I like to call Is the Pan Hot? The pan is hot. Packet of butter. Here we go. I feel like red is going to be a very good canvas for this painting. It's time for inspection. Inspection. Ooh, that actually looks really nice. Whoop, whoop. All right. Pancakes. Ooh, look at chives. We are gonna make a brown butter sage topping now. If you've never had sage before, it's sort of like rosemary or thyme, but I think it is a whole lot more gourmet. Gourmet. Tastes like the deep dark forest. It's wonderful. It lasts a very, very long time. Sage goes great with potatoes. Guess what? We've got sweet potatoes in these pancakes. Match made in heaven. Brown butter. So, butter. Brown butter is when all the milk solids start burning in the pan and you get this nuttiness. The nuttiness goes really well with the deep dark forestness of the sage. Some of it is browned, some of it has not. I'm gonna swirl. And the sage fries quickly. Pick it off the stem. I'm using the whole bunch that they sold in the store. Often they give you a lot. This is also a great herb to grow because it's perennial. Free flavor does not only come in a tiny little plastic bag. No, seeds are like the original free flavor. Sage, you can see the brown butter. And guess what? The time for the marriage has come. Here we go. Oh, baby. Savory syrup. Boom, boom, boom. See how crispy it is? They're breaking in my hands. They're so delicate. You can just come on with some sage. These are only $1.19. They are exotic pancakes. Sweet potato, brown butter, and crispy sage make a combination that sounds kind of loony, but I think it's wonderful. Oh, it's so soft. Holy moly, that's really good. This culinary masterpiece came from our homemade, pre-made pancake mix. It tastes like Indian naan bread combined with American cornbread in the most beautiful and wonderful way. It was simple to make. It tastes delicious. Now it's time to pack even more nutrition into that mix. You said you wanted more nutrition in a pancake. It is time for me to deliver, okay? Swiss chard packs the punch. It's like a nutritional powerhouse. It's sort of like kale, but I think it's cooler. The stems are edible. They're gonna be a little bit cumbersome inside of our pancakes, so we need to get rid of the stems. The best way to do that is to get a loose circle finger, boom, boom, boom. That's it. Frankie, what can we do with the stems? You know, it's so funny that you ask. This could work really well in a stock. You can use this almost like a celery in a sofrito, so a base for a ragu or a tomato sauce. Or you could just saute them up and eat them with eggs, or saute them up and put them with potatoes. Use your imagination. Here we go, leaves. Roll it up. This is a great way to eat a lot of greens, but they could be any greens you want. the oil of olives, the onion first, garlic, pepper, salt. All right, get some color, you get some smells, and the Swiss chard goes in. Swiss chard is all cooked. It's very important that you let it cool down, because if you put super hot Swiss chard into your pancake mix, the pancake mix is gonna cook while it's being mixed, and then you can't make pancakes. Egg, milk, salt, pepper, cumin, spin. And here's our pancake mix once again, ready to turn into something else that's delicious. Half, 1.5. How about a little Parmigiano Reggiano? I think it's a great idea. Mix. Yeah, at the very least, I think you know how to make a batter at this point. Swiss chard. Pretty awesome. Look at that. There is no reason that you should dirty another pan. A little olive oil here, a little olive oil here. Coming in, oh baby. That looks wonderful. My third pancake meal of the day. One of the great things about making your own pancake mix is that, like always, you're saving money, and that means you can either take those extra dollars or pennies and put them in your pocket, or you can spend them on other items, like sausages, which are delicious, but a little bit pricey, but affordable because of that pancake mix and all the cheap ingredients we used. Pancake flip, whoop, whoop. Look at this thickness, okay? That thickness was achieved by something called restraint, because I did not push down on the pancakes at any stage during the cooking process. Pancake number 1, pancake number 2, boom. So, we've got our sausages, we've got our pancakes. What is missing? We have to make a sauce. We have gone full savory, ladies and gentlemen, and that means that your typical syrup topping is not right. Simple sour cream and bright toppings, that's what we're gonna go for. Lemon, zest, vegetable peeler. Just go ding, 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 and try your very best to avoid the white part, which is the pith. The pith is bitter. If you peel it and you leave that behind, you're gonna have the zest, which is bright and good. If you omit this, you are throwing away free flavor. And we all know that that means minus 65 points to you. The cream that is sour into the bowl that is empty. Salt, pepper, bing, bing. Before we mix that up, we're gonna put a little bit of lemon juice also. Okay, nice, got some good color. Here are the pancakes. Boop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, you know, it looks like whipped cream. This is $1.84. Savory pancake, Swiss chard, sour cream topping. A lot of people said it couldn't be done, but I did it. It's here now, we have it. This is a really great pancake. You know, this is good for dinner. It's savory, it's delicious. It's almost as if I gave you a breakfast and lunch and dinner pancake option today. The takeaway from today is that homemade pancake mix will give you the delicious pancake that you know and love for breakfast. It is also a vehicle for fruits and vegetables across the entire spectrum of food that we have access to in this wonderful world that we live in. So do not be afraid to take some risks, because we might not have stacks of money, but we got stacks of pancakes. So you stack them high, and I'm gonna say bye-bye.